All right, this is obviously at this point, y'all already know who it is. It's Aaliyah Brixton, and we are back today with another video. Guys, I want to get straight into this video because it's a topic that comes up all too much. When it comes to the preferences versus self-hate conversation, it's one that as Black women, we have encountered on several occasions. One of the easiest ways to make me disregard you as a romantic interest is to say, in quote, I like light-skinned girls. Immediately, no. Like immediately, absolutely 1000% no. It makes me feel like you only want to be with me because I fit into a fetish of yours or because I'm helping you stray away from your dark skinness. Preferences versus self-hate has become a conversation that the Black community has become all too familiar with, and in this video I want to focus on one overall main talking point. It's not what you say but how you say it. Now honestly, everyone has preferences and you are not wrong for having them, because at the end of the day, you like what you like and no one can say anything to you about that. However, when you degrade another group of people in the process of praising another, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we have a problem. Now, it comes as no surprise that Black men have always preferred women of a lighter skin tone and are women of white and or Latino background. Which again, absolutely nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with your preference. However, when a man says, I like light-skinned women because I don't want burnt babies, or I like white and Latino women because they're easier to control, you are sadly mistaken. This is not a form of a preference for these. This is not a form of preference, ladies and gentlemen. It is a form of self-hate from these men. Do not, and I repeat, do not put yourself in this box of being with the man because he is stroking your ego at the expense of hurting another woman in the process. It's giving Dumb and Dumber off the back. Sorry, not sorry. Now, the biggest issue most Black women have with this is that it constantly puts them in last place. Many Black women, especially dark-skinned ones, find themselves in a box where they're not desired outside of sexual escapades, and that's not the life they want to live. Just like many other women, Black women want to be loved and taken care of by their significant other. However, the constant comparison to other women makes that harder. The idea that they don't live up to their competition, quote unquote, yet they are the blueprint for everything the preferences do, insane. At some point, you have to look at some of these men and question, do you hate your mother this much? Will you hate your daughter this much? Now, I mentioned children not for any other reason than one of the biggest things with men when they have lighter skinned women or date outside of their race is they want these ideal mixed babies. But newsflash, genetics does not always work that way. What happens when you have a daughter that looks more like her Black grandmother and less like her Latino mother or white mother? Do you treat them with disrespect because they aren't what you thought they would be? Oftentimes, people in relationships are educated by those they are around. And if a woman is in a relationship with a self-hated Black man, then what kind of respect and or image of Black women do you think they are receiving? All the self-hate does is further enforce stereotypes. And this video isn't solely about men, because there are women who also do the same thing. However, majority of the time it is men. But overall, let us as Black people stop begging to be loved by people who do not love us. Let us stop searching for the answers for why certain people dislike themselves. Let us focus on building our community and children up to not think like this, to understand that it is okay to like what you like, but also respect those you do not. And I also wanted to kind of talk about this topic a little bit, because for those of you who, are into Netflix and stuff, you guys have probably seen Love is Blind. And I remember when Kwame walked into the pod and he was talking to Micah, he kind of made a comment about like, oh, I wanted to change my name because I felt like the name Kwame kind of put me in a very specific box. And I can understand where he's coming from in terms of like, of course, Kwame's a very like African name, so of course this guy has to 9 times out of 10 be a African American male. But to feel like you want to change your name and kind of take away from who you truly are, to me, I don't want to say that's a form of self-hate, but it's very telling on his character. I mean, even just when he spoke and said that he had instances where women he would date, parents would not like him because he's Black, yet he has such this strong urge to want to mate and or connect with white women was very interesting to me, and it kind of was like the driving factor in me making this video and kind of just talking about it. And honestly, this is kind of just like a little, smooth over the situation. Like, this situation can definitely go a lot deeper than what I said. This situation, of course, dates back to slavery days and all those kind of things that are very prominent in the Black community and Black culture. But, for the sake of this video, I kind of just wanted to let it be known that it's okay to have preferences. Just let us remember to respect everyone, even those that we may not necessarily prefer. And let us just, if we're going to be in these interracial relationship, let us just educate the other race on, Black culture and what it is. And let's not further enforce any stereotypes that people may or may not have about Black people and their culture and their community. So, that's everything that I have to say with this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Mwah!